Welcome back to Super Pat World. It is time for some Mario Maker 2, the best game ever made. We're raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital today. And all our Monday through Thursday streams are sponsored by the one and only AC Tax Group, so big shout out to them. Let's see if we can get this thing started. Let's see if we can get this thing started. Hope your day is going well out there. There we go. It sure is Wednesday. We're halfway through. We're halfway through, people. What's up, Erica? Happy St. Jude Day. Second Wednesday of the month. There we go. All right, we got the chats in order. Now, let's see about the rest. What's going on, Cameron and Mary? How are ya? How are ya? Oh, TikTok chat. Where are you, TikTok chat? There you are. Good afternoon, Mike. Doing what you like. How are you? How are you? What's up, Sharon? Sharon! Let's see here. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bow. Right. There we go. All right, we're all set on the Book of Faces. What's going on, Riley and Martin? What's up, Rod, Ashley, and Gabu? How's it going out there, chat? How is it going? What is the good word out there in your part of the world? What's going on in your little world? And I don't mean little world in a demeaning way. We all have our own little world. That's what makes up the big world. What's up, Kay Borowski? It was a chore connecting. Like to Twitch? What's up, Andrew? What's up, Kim? Thank you for the share, Kim. This is a good one to share, people, because this is St. Jude Children's Research Hospital Day. Remember people here, it raises and falls like your heart rate? Yeah, especially at the beginning on Facebook. It goes up and down and all around. I mostly just ignore it. I mostly just ignore it. There we go. Okay, now we need the donation link. We need that. Oops, wrong thing. Nope, right thing. There we go. There we go. Now let's get that link. There we go. Donation link going in the chat. We'll start with Facebook, which is not responding. Thank you for the shared double star. Whoop. Okay. Oh, it won't let me pin it on Facebook. That's strange. What if I do it this way? What's up, Fernando? Let's see if this works any better. What's going on, Frank? Patching a tire. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That is a pain. Okay, there we go. It still won't let me pin on Facebook. Oh, Erica's able to. There we go. Thank you, Erica. There we go. Now we're pinned on YouTube. On both YouTubes? Yeah, pinned on both YouTubes. Now pinned on Twitch. And finally pinned on Kick. Okay. Pin comment is everywhere. We're ready to get going. What's up, L Dirt? What's going on, Steffi and Frank? What's up, Ness? Thank you, Frank. Thank you for the help as always, Erica. Today's all about St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, people. Oh, the last piece of the puzzle is to bring up the Tiltify so I can have a chance at seeing the donations come in. That is helpful. Of course, it shows me every single classic. It shows me every single one except for the right one. That's just about par for the course, ain't it? Okay, here we go. Now we put this right down here at the bottom of the chat, and then we can start it up. Alrighty. Oh, I guess I made it too small because it's not showing me everything. There we go. All right, we're ready to start it up here, chat. We're ready. How many levels of stream? This is a charity stream, so there's no hard rule. We just do what we can. 42 lives, 1,068 clears. I got 142 skips banked for every $50 that comes in. Adds a skip to the bank. This looks like a good one. And every $100, I do a wheel spin. Thanks for the share, Steffi. 96 people have been here. 14 people liked it. 19-second world record. Here we go. We got a little Kaizo light. All right. So far, so good. So far, I like what I'm seeing. Uh-oh. That's the problem. I need to go right on top of the edge of that one-way. Or else I'll bonk on the one-way exactly like you just saw there. I need to go right here. Bonk. Oh, nope. Right. Nope. You know what? I think I'm better off just doing this. Oh, is it just short? Oh, that was close. All right. All right, we just got to clear that. Good thing they gave us extra time on the clock. Ooh, a checkpoint. Did not expect that. What's up, Andrea and Kim? Oh, no! Okay, we made it. What's up, Lady Erica and Caleb? There we go. We're on the board. We're on the board. They're beating us up on the way out. Okay, that was cool. That was pretty cool. Thanks, Frank and Andrea. Thanks, Andrew. $42 lives, 1,069 clears. I feel pretty exhausted today, chat. I feel pretty exhausted. This looks impossible. 5 people been here, 2 people liked it. 9-second world record. What's up, Rocky? This isn't the other run. This is the St. Jude run.
Oh, no.
I think that's what it is.
Oh, no.
We'll do this outside the run. I'm not sure. Maybe I can just do a min jump. What's up, Mary? Okay, so now we've used one of our skips. Down to 141. The volume issue from yesterday is fixed. I didn't do anything different. So that proves it, that it's just on the restream side. It was just some weird compression thing on their end. It's not that. How much do I need to spend to raise money this stream? Well, whatever you can afford. I've got the pinned comment on every platform except for TikTok. What is this? Hey, appreciate you, Twisted. I wonder how we do this. So what I'm trying to say is there's a pinned comment everywhere that allows it. TikTok does not. So Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Kick all have a... what is the trick here? Okay, appreciate you, DJ. Thank you, DJ Apollo. What is this? Hidden block, maybe? Yeah, we're going to have to look behind the scenes. Crazy. Because something ain't adding up here. Something ain't adding up here. Hopefully the view is working. Check Venmo from Steven. Thank you, bro. Whatever you want. You're too nice. Big shout out to the amazing DJ Apollo. Check him out, people. Nothing hidden. I'm so confused here, chat. There's got to be some trick to it. Maybe I have to time the ground pound better. Thanks for the heart, Cartman. Have I created any levels? I've created 3, Christy. None that I'd really recommend. Huh. It doesn't... If you search Super Pat World on Tiltify, you can find St. Jude. Yeah, that's one way to do it. I heard the sound but didn't see anything. I'm so confused right now. What's up, Super Trucker J? Okay, baby decided she was gonna stay up till almost midnight. Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
Slide? There's no slide in this one. I think she's got allergies, teeth coming in. Oh my gosh. I might have to let this one go, chat. I've never... Clearly, I'm not getting anywhere. Here's my duck twirl. I'm sorry, chat. I don't know what else to try. I feel like this is going to get boring fast to watch. If anyone comes up with anything, I'll try it, but... What's up, Josh? I guess that's why it only has 2 clears. It's cleared by 2 very good players. Yeah, unfortunately, I have no idea. And we've got our first donation in. Thank you so much, Twisted. Coming through with a $25 donation to kick it off. You are amazing. And you are the top donator. Here we go. All right. Well, yeah, we're going to have to leave that behind. 40 lives, 1,069 clears. Not a great way to start the stream. I apologize. Every now and then it plays out that way. Nine people been here. Nobody liked it. 3.5-minute world record. Appreciate you, Twisted. Thanks for coming through. Being our top donator. They're gearing us up for something. I could get my one-ups here. How is that only 2 one-ups? If there's a key involved, we're skipping this. Yeah, we're out of here. We are out of here. What's going on, Luke? And hold everything, here comes Joy. The amazing Joy always comes through generous on St. Jude Day. Joy, you're unbelievable. Joy, you are unbelievable with a $100 donation. Good gracious, Joy, you're out of control. In the best way. Out of control in the best way. There we go. And so now we get to add 2 skips, which is great. And we spin the wheel. Actually have a functional spinner thanks to Jess. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da. We're putting on the crab hat. Doesn't even feel like a real St. Jude stream if the crab hat doesn't get busted out here. Oh, gosh. What's up, Horgan? Yeah, the one stream a month is dedicated to raising money for St. Jude, and that's the one stream we don't do the 10K run. What's up, Babu? What's up, Courier? That was a good one, DJ Apollo. What's up, Martin? What's up, Wendy D? Okay, we have the crab hat. Let's start it up. 15 people been here. 1 person liked it. 18-second world record. What's going on, Ryan? I got music still? No, I haven't been making any music in a while. I'd like to. I would definitely like to get to it. But right now, it feels like pretty much all of my time, energy, and effort goes into work, the stream, and... Oh, we don't need every coin. Oh, no. Work, the stream, and all these new healthy habits. Get my workout in Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Getting my mile or 2 in every day. Meal prepping a week at a time. Oh, gosh. We may not have the lives for this. What's going on, Jess? Thank you for the heart and the share. Show me you care. How are ya? How are ya? What I'm trying to say, first of all, I apologize. My energy is about as low as it gets, pretty much. I am exhausted and overwhelmed. But I don't want to make this thing about me. Today's about St. Jude. There was never even a thought of canceling the stream. We'll do this outside the run. This could take a couple tries. Luke, coming through with the donation. Thank you, Luke. There we go. Thank you so much, Luke, for donating. And now we got 75. There we go. Big shout out to Luke with the message for the kids at St. Jude. That's a beautiful thing. What's going on, Laura? What's up, Lewis? Okay, this run is in trouble. This run is officially in trouble. It's a title screen level. Yeah, it's a title screen level courier, so it's built from a template. But I wasted my first life thinking I needed more of the coins than I really do. I almost need to ignore the coins. Oh, I don't think I can bonk like that. But yeah, one of my big goals, what's up, Bubble, is to record and release a new song before the end of the summer. That is locked in as a legitimate goal. But that involves cleaning the basement. Oh, I didn't get this time. I didn't get enough coins. I'm glad I skipped this. Yeah, this is a charity stream, Bubble. This is a charity stream. We're raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. The trick is to take this path. That guarantees you get enough coins. Oh my gosh. What's up, Sierra? Happy St. Jude Day. Tony, hold everything. We got another donation. Hey, appreciate you, chat. Here comes Tony with a $25 donation. Thank you very much for your generous donation there, Tony. And you kicked it up another 50, which adds a skip. And now when we hit 200, we'll spin the wheel again. That's part of... I've spun the wheel the first time. That's what got me wearing this hat for the rest of the stream. Man, we are getting some punishing levels as far as trial and error. No, yeah, I guess trial and error is the right word. Maybe I just ignore the coins until I get to this bottom part right here. Wow, what's up, Simon? I am not off to a great start. Oh. If you play online, we'll most likely get more money? I'm not sure what you mean, buddy. I'm streaming. What do you mean play online? This is like the epitome of playing online. Maybe you can't afford to do that little stop. Maybe you can't actually go this way. There we go. We got it done. Are you saying to play multiplayer? That's like the bane of my existence. Okay, I'm out of here. What's up, Mike? I don't understand your logic. If I played multiplayer, I'd get more money? I genuinely don't understand. I think you are trying to be helpful though, so don't take my reaction in a bad way. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Trust? I do not trust. What's up, Gaza? Thank you for the GGs and the rose. Thank you, Sierra, Mary, Anthony, Sharon, and Mary. Thank you, Jess. Back to the run. We need some one-ups. 38 lives. Here's my water. 38 lives, 1,069 clears.
6 to go.
Maybe it means money as in donations? It still doesn't make any sense. Wow, chat. This is...
no!
The run itself is off to about as bad of a start as we could have asked for. There's our 3 1-ups. And then so...
Oh no!
Is this just a hidden star? Let's see what's behind the scenes. Is there a hidden star or a hidden something? Yes, there is. Hidden blocks to the end of the level. Literally all the way to the end. Okay, I want to go 1 block away when I get to the end. Okay, glad I checked. And hold everything. Here comes Anonymous, came through with a 425. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Bringing it up to an even 160. I see what you did there. Very nice. And then here comes Sue's. Love for the kids and the families. It's cut off. We can make a difference in each other's lives. Beautiful, Sue's. Love the message. And there we go. We've already raised 100. That even though the run is going horribly, the donations are out of control today. Thank you so much to everyone donating. It's really sweet of you and amazing of you. So thank you. There we go. Appreciate you, Brandon. So here's the answer. Here's the answer. We'll leave a comment if anyone gets it in endless. Well, what's up, Kyle with an A? You notice that rhythm? And here we go. You saw 36 lives and got confused. Yes, and then the hat made it all make sense. Alrighty. Let's see if we can bring this thing back. Let's at least get the lives up to 50. That's our first order of business here. Thanks, Frank. 39 lives, 1,070 clears. The rhythm sounded like a high school band director. Mad that the French horns couldn't double tongue. That's a French horn technique, I take it. 14 people banned here. One person liked it. 2.5 minute world record. Thanks, Ness. Bro, again. It's a lie? It's a checkpoint. So that did that legitimately skip that whole dealio? The dealio of life? No, Gabu, this is a different run. Once a month, I raise money. The second Wednesday of every month, I raise money for the amazing St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And it has its own run that's been going for, well, I think, over 2 years now. But it only gets played once a month. That's why it's still only at 1,000. But every $50 that gets donated adds a skip to the bank. And every $100 that gets donated means I spin the wheel. So that's the gimmick. Oh boy. That's the gimmick to the St. Jude streams. I have to take damage. How am I supposed to do this, bro? Is this another shenanigan level, bro? The fact that there was a skip to this part of it does not bode well. I should have just skipped this already. Oh, chat. Mario Maker 2. Mario Maker 2 can be one of the most fun games in existence and can also be this. How much did we raise last month? I think it was right around $430, Ness. Somewhere around the 400 mark. What is happening here, chat? There we go. Thanks, Ness. And since October of 2021, We've raised $65,540. How crazy is that? All right, we got it done. And hold everything, we got another donation coming through. Anonymous, take it over. Joining Joy as the top donator with a $100 donation. Unbelievable. Wow. I'll say it backwards. Wow. Thank you so much for being so generous to such a worthy cause. If you've never heard of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, in fact, we're going to read, now that we've gotten literally two, it was $460 last time, double star. Now that we've gotten two incredible donations of $100, bringing us all the way, and we've, look at, since the stream has started, we have gotten a record number. And hold on. I missed another one. I missed Anonymous and Malcolm. We get two more that came in. This one's for Anonymous. And this one's for Malcolm. We're up to 275. A half hour into the stream. That's unbelievable. Thank you for being so generous. Shout out to Anonymous, Malcolm, Suze, Tony, Luke, Joy, Twisted Tea. There it is. That's the crew. Thank you so much. Thanks, Kayla. And if you've never heard of St. Jude, let me tell you what they're all about. Let me clue you in to the amazing work that St. Jude Children's Research Hospital does. They basically focus on helping kids and their families that are struggling with cancer. Let me introduce you to Layla. Oh, there we go. See Layla? Layla. Eric Clapton. Layla was referred to St. Jude, where she was diagnosed with osteosarcoma. Her family found hope amid overwhelming challenges. Here's her story. Layla, the youngest of four, was born 11 years after her closest sibling. Her dad, LaDon, calls her his bonus baby. Everyone loves Layla, and once you meet Layla, you never forget her dad said. It's a nice thing to say. Layla, a diligent and active student, was always on the move, whether swinging, skipping around her house, biking, or walking her dog, Deuce, in the West Tennessee neighborhood. There we go. Shout out to Tennessee. Shortly after celebrating her 10th birthday in spring of 2024, she began to limp. Her parents took her to the doctor, and scans revealed a bone lesion in her right leg. It came out of nowhere, her dad said. Layla was referred to St. Jude for further evaluation. Within days, she was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, the most common type of bone cancer in children and teens. Layla's treatment included chemotherapy and limb-sparing surgery. LaDon said he knew of the life-saving work St. Jude does through television ads, but experiencing the hospital's work firsthand gave him more understanding. It's life-changing, life-saving work. It's unbelievable. Where is Layla now? Layla is smiling, giggling, and showing more of her true self since completing treatment for bone cancer at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. Her dad, overwhelmed to see his shy and sweet daughter slowly returning to her energetic self. She recently hosted a slumber party with her best friend. She's tough, and she did everything her doctors said. And now that she is back home, things are coming back to normal, her dad said. There we go. Big shout out to Layla. And there's the whole family. There they are. Amazing. Oh, and I may have made an error. Yeah, I love Dashy. I don't know what to call you. DNA. I made a mistake. It looks like my, the way my donation, like, chart is, it's highlighting Anonymous as the $100, but I think it might be from the previous stream. So until I can do I'll do the math after the stream to be absolutely certain. But for now, we'll take it away. And I'll figure it out after the stream. So there we go. That's what this stream is all about. St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, an incredible cause, helping out kids struggling with cancer and their families, which, I mean, come on. If there's one cause we should all be able to agree on, I would hope it would be that one. Because good gracious. So there we go. But Courier's a new donation. There we go. Shout out to Courier. Coming through with a $10 donation. Thank you so much, Courier. Bringing it to $185. You're amazing. 39 lives, 1,071 clears. What's up, Dots? We got the St. Jude stream. Second Wednesday of every month. We've raised $65,540 before today since 2021. 3 1-ups is what we need. 21 people been here. 3 people liked it. 47-second world record. This looks interesting. I like the aesthetics. I do like the aesthetics. We don't want to go up there, though. Oh, boy. There we go. That dude just wandered off. You see that? Is this rising? It is. I had a hunch. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Cool it out. Cool it down now. Whoa, wow. That got very difficult. Is it 185 or 285? I'm not 100% sure, Barbara. I think it might be 185 because the way it displays the donations on my end, it's highlighting anonymous at the top, but I think that's actually from the previous stream. It's a little unfortunate the way that it displays. So what I thought was a new donation from anonymous, I believe was actually from last month's stream. But after the stream, when I can do all the math, I can give you absolute certainty. Okay, Double Star did it for me. 100% confirmed that that's from last month. And thank you, Double Star. Double Star is the hidden champion behind my St. Jude streams. Has helped out. Oh my gosh, chat. This is really tough. I would feel like I'm doing something wrong. You saw a video on TikTok today of... Oh, sorry, Steffi. It's possible. I haven't heard. I stay away from the news for the most part. I kind of go out of my way to not... especially local news. The news... There's a great Jack Johnson song about the news. Bro, I might have to, I'm at 37 lives. I mean, we're kind of in big trouble here. I need to, like, really finagle the bagel here. I guess we'll give it one more try. I like the level. It just is much more difficult than expert. We'll take a look at the clear rate if I don't get it here. And we'll be down to 35. There we go. So we're in Boston, yeah. Well, that's what the thing is. We live in an interesting time, people. Oh boy, I think I'm already cooked because of that. We live in an interesting time. I would argue that our brains were not meant to have the knowledge of every horrible things that happens in every corner of the world. Come on now, we did it. Like, up until just... There we go, we did it. We did it. It wasn't that long ago in history that there was no way to even know every horrible thing that was happening. But now, we live in a time where there's a literal incentive. Like the news reports, all the headlines, that all makes money. They make big money from people, from sensational headlines, even if it's true stuff. And so I really genuinely don't believe our brains were ever been equipped to handle the knowledge of every horrible thing that happens everywhere. Because it really gets out of balance fast because you never hear about the good stuff. Like, this is part of why I love reading the St. Jude stories. Even though some of them have sad endings, the reality is they represent hope and a fight. And especially like the one we just read about Layla, how she essentially beat cancer with the help of St. Jude and is now living happily with her family. When's the last time you've seen that headline? You know what? And if you did, it would just get buried under the 15 horrible things that happened in the past 24 hours. So, when I'm trying to qualify my statement of saying I avoid the news because I'm not trying to say I'm not trying to just make an excuse to not be up on any current events, but I genuinely believe there is a way out of balance dynamic there. What's up, Azul? Utilize the skip pick. We had to get it. The news thing, depressing to watch nowadays. There you go. It's never the good stories. It's always the bad ones. 6 bad things, 1 good thing if you're lucky. It gets 30 seconds, then 10 more bad things. Well, that's what. Okay, not how Nick's picking up what I'm putting down. And here comes Sally. Yeah, here's some good news right here. Sally! There's some good news for you right here. Sally was kind enough to donate $25 to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, bringing us up to $210, which adds a skip to the bank. And now we have our next wheel spin because we hit another hundo mark. Oh, it's a saying from my yard sale book. Hold on now, chat. All my kids and hubby know the news is banned in our house. See, I support it. I definitely support it. Money is no object. That's an interesting phrase. Money is no object. It means the price is not important. Said by someone who can afford any price. Here's the references. It goes back to 1934. It was possible for me to arrange that by a stroke of luck. And may I add, he smiled apologetically, that as they say, money is no object. That's F. Scott Fitzgerald, Tender as the Night. But it's funny that it's referenced in that context as though the phrase already existed. So that's not really the origin, but maybe the first publication of it. In 1991, in Reader's Digest, when the man found the car needed a quart of gas, he asked, "What kind do you use?" "I just want the finest," Mary said. "Money's no object." That seems so out of context. Interesting. And hold everything. Here comes another. Anonymous is back at it. Anonymous. Oh, and so I got to take this away. Joy stands alone. Anonymous coming through with 25, which brings us up to 235. Very, very nice. That was good, but it was tough. All starts with good day. It's followed by there's a reason why it's not a good day. That's it, Eric. You don't watch the news, can't handle it, have to pass on it. Totally valid. Totally valid. Did I get 310? No, I had miscalculated. But we're good now. What's up, Nathaniel? Big shout out to you tuning in all the way from Hong Kong. Turning the page, back to 39. Let's get up to 50. 39 lives, 1,072 clears. We need all 12 coins. Maybe a precision level? Oh, it sure is. 62 people been here. 4 people liked it. 4-second world record. Where are the coins? In this box?
Oh no!
We can only afford to give it one more try because the life count is so low. I missed one. Okay, this is for real, the last try. You got to land in the middle. The trick is to land in the middle all in a row. You only get one shot at it. Got it. Even gained a 1 up.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
Even DT Spies! One of my favorite level creators coming through with the dono. DT Spies! One of the premier music level creators in the game, in the world. DT Spies is a living legend. You're unbelievable, DT Spies, bringing it up to 260. It gives us a skip back. Okay. There we go, Sierra, Mary, and Susie. Thanks, Jess and Yaya. 40 lives, 1,073 clears. Thanks again, DT Spies. Very generous of you. Thanks, Mike. All right, short and sweet boss battle. 14 people banned here. One person liked it. Minute 47 world record. We got a lot of coins. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. What a shot. I have to wait. Interesting. Now all the Hammer Bros are going to be back. Come on. Finish! There we go. Good gracious. How are you, John? I'm going to take damage. Get this. Oh, I have to get on top of this. That'll help. Okay, I want the Shelmet. That's not the Shelmet. Oh, that was almost... Is there another star I'm missing here? I'm in trouble now. Oh, that was close. All right, end this, please. All right, we actually gained lives there. We made it through the madness. We found the hidden star. You like the hair? Yes. Got the crab style here. The stylings of the sea. Stylings of the sea. The world record. Did I enjoy it? I enjoyed getting 3 1-ups, but I didn't enjoy the hidden... If I hadn't found that hidden star, we would have been in a lot more trouble. A lot of effects there, Mike. You ain't kidding. 43 lives, 1,074 clears. Let Bowser Jr. die in his own, so I just do nothing? What do I do? 34 people been here, 5 people liked it, 10-second world record. I can't go in the pipe. Okay, I think that might have been right. Uh-oh. Oh, gosh. Maybe. Mario number 1, people. Can we get a new Mario game, Nintendo? Is that possible? Can we get a new Mario game, please? 43 lives, 1,075 clears. Thanks, Fernando, Mary, Susie, and John. 2 people been in. Nobody liked it. Nobody cleared it. Oh, buddy. Oh, come on, bro. Peace out. As soon as I hit that troll block, I'm out. 144 to 143. New Zelda game? Psh, I don't care about Zelda. Not anymore. This looks amazing. 198 people been here. 72 people liked it. 51-second world record. Have I played all the Mario games? No. No, I have not. That's called a foolish mistake. Oh, it's for the baby precision contest. Shout out Alice Knight. There we go. Oh! Oh, boy. All right, very nice. I like what I'm seeing. Ooh. All right. Whoop. Very nice. Now to the 10. Up and over to the coin. Great indication. Simple but very effective indication with the coins. And now we see the red pipe, the clear distinction. What's up, Erica Gobble? Beautiful. Now up and to the right. Nice. Oh boy. Whoop! Good. That's actually worth it in this case. Beautiful. I can play the ones I haven't played. That's true. But part of the... There we go. Great level. Part of the motivation... Like when Mario Wonder came out, my whole channel got such a huge boost. Whereas if I play some random old Mario game, Jorge, it doesn't really have the same effect. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Vico Gaming? This is a great creator. Thanks, Frank. That was a great one, Mike. I love that level. Shout out to Alice Knight. Thanks, Erica and Michael. What a great level, right, Sierra? That was incredible. Thanks, Doug. There we go, Sharon. What's up, bright side of life? Always look on the bright side of your life. Need Mario 35 back. That would be nice. That would be very nice. Oh, my AC tax group got a little off center here. There we go. That's better. That's more like it. 45 lives, 1,076 clears. Thanks, Yaya and Susie. Oh boy, 7 people been in, nobody liked it. A minute 20 world record. We need Mario 35 back, double star. Dum, dum. I think we can just make that. Yep. All right. Come on with me, Yosh. You are coming with me, buddy. No way, bro. Peace. You can keep it, buddy. You can keep it. You're not a fan of Pixel Perfect? That's fair, bright side. With Mario coming out 1985! I'll have to read that in a minute. Oh! That was close. With the beat and everything. Ooh. Take those one-ups. I think we'll get Mario 45 next. That'll be nice. I'll take any version of it. Any version of it would be great. Ooh, almost right into the spike. Okay, here. Nice little adjustment. Beautiful. Okay, we're almost back to 50. The run is in much better shape now. The run is in much better shape. Can you ask Double Star to verify the donation total? Well, here's why. Let me give a quick explanation. I put it $100 higher because I thought Anonymous donated $100 this stream. Because on my end, the way I have it set up, the live donation total, it highlights the top donator. And since the highest amount that's been donated is $100, it remained from last month. And so Double Star Mom 35 was kind enough to double check the math and confirmed that 260 is the correct total. What's up, Dagumi? That was cool. Thanks, Mary, Sierra, Erica, Michael. Big shout out, Erica Gobble. Thanks, Susie. So you can rest assured the total is now correct. But if you ever want it, this is also an option. If you go to tiltify.com and you look at the, you can see it yourself. It's not a private window or anything. If you go to tiltify.com, search Super Pat World, find the 2026 St. Jude Play Live campaign, you can see all the donations as well. If you really want to be sure. 48 lives, 1,077 clears. We got to activate 10 power blocks. We did something similar to this once. 15 people been here, one person liked it, 4-second world record. I have to get under the stack and then jump strategically. I don't remember exactly how. Oh. Not like that. Let's try it again. I have to like jump up and through it or something. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. We'll do this outside the run. I remember it took me a bunch of tries last time. What's up, Digital Doom? The second Wednesday of every month is dedicated to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, so it has a separate run than the 10K run. Every other day of the month is the 10K run, but the second Wednesday of every month is the exception, and it's a separate run. It's okay. I gotta get it started, then. Oh, hi. Okay, didn't take as many tries as I thought. What's up, Ryan? The headphones making the crab cross-eyed? I don't know what to do with it. They're wire. Here, I'll bring them down. There we go. I'm not a huge fan of that. Thanks, Michael and Sierra. Back to the run. 47 lives, 1,077 clears. Thanks, Frank, Double Star, and Biko Gaming. Thanks, Fernando. Susie, there you go. Not hot, Nick. Thanks, Sharon and Yaya. Fair but not easy. That's my specialty, bro. Oops. 27 people been here. One person liked it. 27-second world record. Okay, so it's a lie. I believed you, bro. I foolishly believed you. I guess that's on me. You wonder why I have trust issues. 162 people been here. 23 people liked it. 9.2-second world record. There it is. Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Mario time. Hold everything, chat. Because guess what? We got the official, another anonymous, possibly the same anonymous, but somebody just anonymously donated $100, which now brings us up to $360. And now you've got your rightful place with Joy. Anonymous, enjoy hitting that hundo. Unbelievable. Which adds 2 skips to the bank, which clearly we need them. We're skipping a lot. And we do another wheel spin. It's a saying. What's done cannot be undone. That's an interesting one. Oh, wait, Wendy D said I did 100. Was it anonymous? On my end, like I said, if you can check it yourself, Wendy D, on Tiltify, if you go to the campaign page, the most recent donation is anonymous under the trophy anonymous that's from last month. Did you not mean to do it anonymous? Well, clearly not. Big shout out to Wendy. So hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this. Wendy D. There we go, Wendy. And that must, so you might have done it before when you were saying verify the total. Maybe it took a little bit to process. But there it is. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Wendy D. That is incredible of you. Thank you for being so generous to such a good cause. And so the phrase we're going to learn about right now is called, what's done cannot be undone. Once you've said or done something, you cannot undo it if you change your mind. The proverb was included in John Haywood's Book of Proverbs in 1546, and in 1605 and 06 it was used by Shakespeare in Macbeth. It is first attested in the United States in the diary and autobiography of John Adams. In 1605-06, Lady Macbeth says, "Come, come, 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 give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone," from Act 5, Scene 1. In 1978, Stephen King had it in The Stand. "Well," Starkey said, passing a hand over his face, "it's done, can't be undone." There you go. You just did it. Toys with a backwards hat? No, not always. You just did it? Well, it did just come through. So I was just trying to piece together when you were saying, can you ask to verify the total? Here comes Pat's #1 fan. It's Amia Mario. In the cut. How's things going in your life, bro? I feel like every time you come around, you're always hassling my chat. I'll don't mind if you're going to hassle me a little bit, but if you're going to hassle the chat, that is the one way you will get banned. So please, just keep it cool, bro. I'm not trying to start trouble with you. But clearly, we're raising money for one of the greatest causes on planet Earth. The last thing we're going to do is hassle anybody who's even attempting to donate. So thank you so much. Pat's #1 fan came through with a $5 donation, bringing it up to $365. And once again, all of this is public on tiltify.com. You can see everything that I'm saying and talking about. If there's any sort of questions about it, it is all on the public record. So there we go. Did I like this level? This was the POW level. We'll just move it right along. Oh, no, it wasn't the POW level. I don't know. 46 lives, 1,078 clears. Puzzle solving. What's up, Tan the Man? Thanks for the heart. 52 people been here. 4 people liked it. 1 minute world record. What do we have here? Big jump to the right. I think we probably want this. What happened to the 3,000 record? The second Wednesday of every month is dedicated to raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Okay, we're out here. And so this is the one day a month that I don't play the 10K run. This run's actually been going for multiple years at this point. And the only time I do this is the second Wednesday of every month. So that's why it's taken over the course of what, two something years to hit the 1,078. We've done it a couple different ways over the years because I started this in 2021. October of 2021 was the first St. Jude stream. And since then, we've raised $65,540. What's going on, Rob? Okay. What's up, Daniela Rico? Shout out to you over on TikTok. 1,010 people have been here. 242 people liked it. 42-second world record. Collapsing corridor crush. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh. Oh no! 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 We're still alive. We still have a chance, chat. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. This is awesome. This is actually awesome. Now, what is this? Continue to the right. Wow. There we go. Yes, I think St. Jude is one of the greatest causes on planet Earth. What's up, Jason? What's up, Brandon? There you go, Daniela. Thank you. Hit that like and the share. See if we could bring some more people in to donate to the amazing St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Did I like this level? I did. That was incredible. That was incredible. And a new thing as of this month. What's up, Jason? What an ending. What's up, Elizabeth? A new thing as of this month is my Monday through Thursday streams are sponsored by AC Tax Group. And so what I'll do is, since we have the St. Jude donation link pinned, I'm just going to blast this link in the chats through Restream, thankfully. What's up, Cheese Whiz? And give a little shout out to my sponsor, AC Tax Group. Streaming has taught me taxes can be very complicated. I'm really thankful to have met Anthony, who introduced me to AC Tax Group, who has helped me through all my dumb questions with patience and care. They've graciously agreed to be my first sponsor, and as someone who has worked with them directly for years now, I can wholeheartedly recommend them for your tax needs. They are offering a free 30-minute consult for my viewers. Just use my link in the pinned comment. Well, no. Just use the link I just blasted in the chat, or mention Super Pat sent you when you contact them, and I get a referral bonus if you end up working with them. So please consider it if you're looking for any help with taxes. They focus on businesses, rental properties, and people with investments. They can help with any business, big or small, in any state in the USA. So, if you've got a business or a side hustle, you should really consider checking them out. As a streamer with my own business, they have helped immensely. Big shout out to the amazing AC Tax Group. And here comes Balin! Balin! With a $10 donation, bringing us up to $375. Look at this chat. This is great. Thank you so much. This is, like, the number of donations we've gotten today is way more than, I'd say, in the past 6 months. So thank you so much for being so generous. Okay, so you were the anonymous Wendy D. There we go. There we go in the cut. I appreciate that. There we go. Giving some credit to the amazing Wendy D. $100 to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. In fact, if we can hit 400, we're going to read another testimonial so we can remember why we're trying to raise money for this cause in the first place. Big shout out to Super Trucker J. And we're almost back to 50. 49 lives, 1,079 clears. Starting a storm where you are, Frank? Well, take cover. Oh, boy. 91 people been here, 11 people liked it. Minute 9, world record. I think I need all the coins. Oh, buddy. This is a wild one. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wah, 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 wow. I need the coins, Pat. Remember, don't leave any coins behind if you can help it. Good. Oh, it's hard to see there. We got them all. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's going to be close. Oh! Wow. Wow. A fair level. That was tough, but great. I love that. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Alex there. Yeah, they hit us with the 421 there, Cheese Whiz. Thanks, Balin and Mary. There we go, Erica G. That was close, Michael. Close with Double Star, Tan, and Frank. 52 lives, 1,080 clears. Thanks, Jess. There we go, Suze. There we go, Sharon and Sierra. The Burning Castle. Okay, now the speed runs are coming in. Okay, I couldn't really see, but this might be awesome. But hold everything, because here comes Super Trucker J! Super Trucker J getting in the mix. We are now up to 385. We're $15 away from that 400, where we'll spin the wheel, add a skip, and read a testimonial. 41 people been here, 3 people liked it. 19.9 second. We're going to have to be, basically, have to hold right the whole time. No slowing down allowed. What happened? I ran into the wall. I mean, we know what happened. Okay, we'll do this outside the run. It feels like it might take a lot of tries. Tristan, since you do this run once a month, do you notice a large skill improvement every time you play? I don't know what you mean, Tristan, because I play this game every single day. Do you mean skill with raising money for charity? Because I definitely play this exact game, even this exact mode, every single day. It has a high clear rate, only 7 clears. Oh, but it's only 4 people have cleared it. Okay, it's tough. It's legitimately tough. There we go. There we go. There we don't go. Playing this game regularly. You watch it every day. Didn't realize you were playing on the same level. I'm not sure what you mean. That's all right, Tristan. I think I might just be misreading you. But yeah, like Andrew just said, I would definitely say the more you play this game, the better you get for sure. Oops. I have to hit the on-off. Oops. Okay, I'm so glad I skipped. Not because it's a bad level, because it's taken so many tries. I actually really like the level. I threw it too late. Thought the charity stream has a different mode. Okay, I got you, Tristan. No, it's Endless Expert. I've been doing the charity streams longer than I have the 10,000 challenge. This actually started all the way back. Man, I'm still too late. A little earlier. This is definitely super expert. There we go. There we go. Very cool. Very cool level.
Mario #1.
And my bad, Tristan, for misunderstanding. Thank you for being patient with me and helping explain. It happens to me quite a bit. Either misunderstanding or some form of misunderstand. I like this, but again, this was definitely much tougher than Expert. But awesome level. Awesome level. Back to the run. Thanks, Andrew, Michael, Mary, Sierra, and Susie. There we go. You know, I appreciate that too, Tristan. Thanks, Super Trucker J. Treacherous underwater. Okay. What countries have I visited? I have visited Honduras. Ooh, that's a wow. Hold on. Oh my goodness! I have visited Honduras once. I have visited Guatemala 5 times. And that's it. That's the extent of my travels. I can't believe I did that twice in a row. I'm not going to do that a 3rd time. There we go. I told you. Okay, now let me get that Shelmet for real. Oh, good thing I had the Shelmet. I need a POW? No, I need to wait till it rises up. Squid was aggressive. What's my favorite I visited? I guess Guatemala. What's up, Ted? But I think that has more to do with it being where I spent the most time than it being objectively better than Honduras. I really loved Antigua. Looks like we're going in here. Cancun, Mexico. I have never been there. I need to take damage. So, come here, buddy. Thank you. Now we can get this Shelmet. Oh my gosh! I missed. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I want to do all that again. Did we get a checkpoint? No, bro, we're out. I'm sorry. I apologize, but that's all. We're all done with that. Scallop potato night? No, well, what makes it scalloped? 73 people been here, 11 people liked it, 57-second world record. What countries do I want to visit? Well, the problem is everything's too expensive at this point. I had a lot more aspirations to travel as a younger man. But as an older man in all types of debt with a house to pay off, I don't see traveling to another country in my future. Here we go. Big Shadow just Peachy 54. All the more reason I'm very thankful I got to visit Guatemala and Honduras when I did. Oh, we gotta go this way. Ba-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba. Look at this. Whoops. All right. Okay, we're almost at the end. Almost at the end. Almost at the end. Don't get crushed, Patty boy. Okay. All right, very nice.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so I can travel again. That's all right. I have a lot of work to do getting my finances in order and paying off this house before I can think of spending. I drive an Oldsmobile, people. I haven't spent money for real in years, which isn't a complaint, but just as far as I'm trying to give context to like the scope of international travel feels like light years away relative to trying to have enough every month for the bills in the mortgage and my debts. But my debts grew from not having enough money. They didn't grow from like spending frivolously. Visit other countries gives you new perspective on the world. I definitely had that experience, Joy. Thank you, Mary, Michael, Anthony, Balin, Jacob, Sierra, Ryan, and Erica. There you go, Justin, giving the happy birthdays out there. Shout out to the actress Ling Ling Kwang. And hold up, we got a donation coming through from Anonymous. Challenge. Appreciate what you do. I've lost too many friends and family to cancer, including my parents. I will double today's donations. Oh, my gosh, bro. Anonymous just... listen to this, chat. I'm going to read that again. Anonymous just said this. Challenge. I appreciate what you do. I have lost too many friends and family members to cancer, including my parents. I will double today's donations. Now, it's anonymous, so I have no way to verify that this is definitely going to happen, but that is definitely quite a message. And I lost my mom to cancer, so I'm right there with you, Anonymous, as having a special hate towards cancer. So I love the message, but the thing I would... Yeah, I love the message. I hope it's true. But like I said, there's no way to verify or hold you to it. So it's sort of honor system situation. So I love the idea. I love the sentiment. Let me give you a big party time. And that brings us to $3.95. So we're $5 away from... If debts didn't exist, what's the first country I'm visiting? If debts didn't exist, the first thing I'm doing is getting some studio equipment. That's what I mean about international travel. Feels like 100 things down the list of... There's so many... Or get... I'm not even trying to have a fancy car, but I would love to not have an Oldsmobile that I'm always afraid is going to break down or can barely handle the snow. I live in New England, and whenever it snows out, I'm doing double prayers, hoping that I'm not flying off the road with the ice. So again, but I guess you just want an answer. So I would say if I was going to go to any country tomorrow, I would choose... I've always wanted... I'm Irish. I've always wanted to visit Ireland, being Irish. So I guess we'll go with that. What's up, Kamisi? Portugal's absolutely beautiful. I bet. And the food's incredible. There we go, Sierra. Yeah, big shout out to Anonymous. It's a beautiful message. It's a beautiful message. There you go. Justin's holding down the birthdays. I forget what this level was. You don't want a fancy car? I don't want an Oldsmobile. Not a sponsor ever. They don't even exist anymore. There you go. I finally understood your intent. I was overthinking it. What's up, Steven? Nice to see you. 47 lives, 1,081 clears. Sorry, I'm sure that felt like pulling teeth just trying to get a straight answer at me. Good morning, Steven. 41 people been here. 4 people liked it. 9-second world record. Oh, my gosh. This looks very difficult. I've got to set up my timing so far ahead of time. After this one. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was a tough, short challenge. I'm down with that. Did I see a picture shared from space of Ireland? No. Wasn't covered by any clouds? No, I didn't see that. I'll have to Google that after. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! We have a huge donation from Joy! She just doubled down, people! Joy just doubled down and brought it from $3.95 to $495, bro. You're unbelievable. You are, and now you just took over the top donator, Joy. Because now you're 200 in one stream. Oops. Joy, you gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Aubrey thinks I look cute. There we go. I'm doing something right. Can you believe it, Wendy D? Can you even believe it? Because I can't. So here's what we're going to do. Skips go to 144. We got to spin the wheel, and then we are reading a St. Jude testimonial, which I love. Glasses. Let's go with the Eltons. Big Elton John fan. I've told the story. I got to be an Elton John impersonator in grade school for a Christmas play when we were doing Step into Christmas. Let's out together. We can watch the snow fall forever and ever. Big shout out to Elton John. Sir Elton John, thank you very much. And now we are reading a testimonial. What are my goals? What does that mean? I need more context. Goals in life? What are your goals? How about you answer the question and then I'll know what you mean. That's probably the easy way to explain it. What are your goals? Okay. Next testimonial coming up. Let me introduce you all to Henda. I don't think I've read this one before. Check out Henda. My boy Henda. Henda was treated for rhabdomyosarcoma, a soft tissue cancer, when he was 6 years old. Now thriving, he hopes to become a doctor and help children facing cancer. Wow, look at him as a kid. Look at the family. So we just got the fast forward. Look at the family. Henda's story. Henda is an excellent student who also enjoys staying active and practicing martial arts. He is the second of 3 siblings and grew up in a happy, close-knit family surrounded by his parents and grandparents. When Henda was 6 years old, he underwent an MRI that revealed a lesion suspicious for rhabdomyosarcoma, a type of cancerous tumor that develops in the soft tissue and can occur anywhere in the body. Yikes. His doctors referred him to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, where a rhabdomyosarcoma diagnosis was confirmed, and he was treated on a clinical trial protocol that included chemotherapy and proton beam radiotherapy. This is a quote from his mom. You could never imagine that a child so young, so innocent could go through something like this. And even though he was very sick, the care he received from the staff at St. Jude helped pull him through. Where is Henda now? Henda completed treatment in 2016 and returns to St. Jude each year for follow-up visits in the after completion of therapy clinic. He is also part of St. Jude Life Study, a cohort study that helps researchers understand the late outcomes of long-term childhood cancer survivors. In 2028, Henda will graduate from high school, and he plans to study medicine. You gotta love that. He hopes to become a doctor at St. Jude. You gotta be kidding me. How beautiful is that? He is a kind, this is more from his mom. He is a kind and sensitive child, and I know that if he sets his mind to it, he will be able to help other children. Oh my goodness, people. How do you not tear up a little bit here and that? That's unreal. Shout out to you, Henda. I am certainly a fan, bro. That's incredible. I love that he has that desire to give back after receiving that same way. I got to imagine that's going to be a very powerful experience being that young. Wow. Yeah, that's a new one. I've read a lot of those over the years on stream, but that's a new one. Shout out to you, Henda. There we go, Rich. There we go. Unbelievable. We're up to $495. You're unbelievable, chat. Wendy D's love of the testimonials. Yeah, they are great. I don't remember what this was. I keep forgetting by the time I get back to the screen. There you go, my heart. Thank goodness for St. Jude. I'm happy with the great story from Henda. Me too, Sierra. 47 lives, 1,082 clears. Short and sweet technical. Oh, gosh. 18 people been here. One person liked it. 6-second world record. That was a good one, Jason, right? Come on. I love that he wants to be a doctor himself. What's up, Roderick? Saludos, Costello. Over in Mexico. Shout out to you, Costello. That was fair. I got nothing bad to say about that. Thanks, Anthony and Double Star Mom 35. Stories like that make me happy to be human. See, that's the... If we could get some of that on the news, I'd be tuning in. That's what we need some more of. There's an awesome... What's the name of that Jack Johnson song? I think it's just called The News. That's what... I was just listening to Jack Johnson today. If you've never heard this song by Jack Johnson, I'm going to tell you to go listen to it. It's called The News. It is one of my favorite Jack Johnson songs. And the chorus is, well, Mama said, you can't believe everything you hear. The diegetic, is that? I don't remember that. The diegetic world is so unclear. So maybe close your ears on the news tonight. Why? No, this is the chorus. Why don't the newscasters cry when they read about people who die? At least they could be decent enough to put just a tear in their eyes. That's what I was looking for. Why don't the newscasters cry when they read about people who die? At least they could be decent enough to put just a tear in their eyes. That sums it up, people. That sums it up for me. This is a different run, Steven. This is the St. Jude run, only the second Wednesday of every month. Every other day is the 10K run. And hold up! Shout out to number one. Bringing us up over 500 to 501. Getting it done. Which means we add a skip and actually spin the wheel again. It's another 100. Oops. An apron. Oh my gosh, we are busting out everything I got here. Am I going to be able to get this on? I might have to take it all off. Hey-o. Family-friendly stream. There we go, see? Play for more than bragging rights. It's the St. Jude apron. And there it is. What did you do with the math? That brings us over $66,000 raised since October 2021, which is absolutely out of control. Thank you to everyone who's donated. Oops. There we go. All right, we got it all. 49 lives, 1,083 clears. There we go, Sierra. All jumps or no jumps. I am hoping for all jumps. 8 people bet in, nobody liked it. 29-second world record. No jumps. I might just skip it. I'm not in the mood, bruh. We just got a bunch of skips. Let's use them. If it was all jumps, we would have done it. The Jelly Belly? No, that's not on there right now. I'll probably put those back on once I get my right now I'm being super strict about cutting myself off from eating at 5 p.m. Until I get my Barrett's under control and my cholesterol down under 100, I am really being strict. I just went out to eat with my cousin today at a place called Friendly's, which pretty much all the food is fried, and they have the best ice cream, and I was so good, I just got my grilled chicken and my mashed potatoes. So, that's the deal with that. What's up, Eugene? 25 people been here, 1 person liked it, minute 3, world record. 10 piranha plants have to go. That was actually a tough jump. There we go. How are you, Eugene? It's been about a month and a half now, chat. I'm pretty proud of myself. Now, how am I going to take them out? Like that. Okay. Oh boy, you can keep that, buddy. How's this gonna work? Not like that. All right, over 50. What'd you give your mom for Mom's Day? Eugene, unfortunately, my mom passed away from breast and bone cancer right before I turned 21. It was a week before I turned 21, which would have been 2006, 85, 95, 05, yeah. 2006. So that's the deal with my mom. I miss her every day. So make sure you appreciate your moms out there. Appreciate your parents, people, while you got them. Because they are irreplaceable. That seemed fair enough. There we go, Cheese. And I apologize if that felt too heavy. But just wanted to give a honest answer to my buddy Eugene. Alrighty, 52 lives, 1,084. All the more reason why a cause like St. Jude is extra. There's a lot of reasons St. Jude means a lot to me. There's also Kyla. 50 people been here, 11 people liked it, 9.8 second world record. Frank's mom passed away 2017 leukemia. I'm sorry, Frank. There you go, Tristan. Well, it's one of those things where some people come to the stream looking for an escape, and sharing something like that can sometimes feel like oversharing, depending on the crowd. But I appreciate you, Tristan. Thank you for everybody that is encouraging in that way. Thank you, Erica G. Okay, 50 people been here, 11 people liked it, 9.8 second world record. Oh my goodness. I must have to use the slopes. You're all good, Eugene. It was a very reasonable question. That was much closer. That was much, much closer. I don't know about this one, chat. We'll do it outside the run. The thing that I always forget about this, it's counterintuitive because the way the slopes work, I'm pretty sure it's the less steep slope makes you go faster, whereas if you go down the fast slope, the steep slopes, it slows you down. So see, I don't think I want to go down that one. Yeah, and I definitely don't want to do that. And I don't want to go on the incline. I don't want to do that either. I think I want to land at the top of this first mountain. I think ideally I make it from the first mountain all the way to the second. Maybe I just have to jump as soon as I land. Right here. Oh. I was one frame away. I'm only one frame away. That was worse. Getting up early the next couple days at 7 a.m. Sorry, Super Trucker J. Not a morning person. I hear you loud and clear, my friend. I don't know, Chet. You want me to keep doing this? You let me know. If at any point you're sick of it, I'll move on. That was worse. Sierra wants to see it. What's up, Reality Nifty? Something I just said got Siri listening. I'm missing that triple jump now. Is it all triple jumps? No. No, it's something with the it's something with the slopes. Part of what can be a little frustrating about these for me. There we go, we got the triple. Though we got one frame away, but I don't know what was different. I think I did the slopes for longer. I think I want to do all the slopes. Yeah, okay, that's the answer. We get a little... See, that was definitive evidence. So I want to do that slope right there. Oh, I got it. I got it. I'm supposed to go to the valley. Like that. That's it. Guaranteed. Here comes the clear. That was it. Once I saw that first triple jump, it all made sense. I was assuming I needed to jump as far as possible, which was a foolish assumption. Okay, we figured it out. Should not have been an expert. That's a super expert level, in my opinion, just based on the trial and error. And it is pretty tough to pull off. But it's more tough to figure it out than to actually do it. What's up, Alyssa? Thank you for the GG. I was right there, Snowman. Or Smoke? I can never make it out from here. But I remember seeing you before on TikTok. Thanks, Killimer, Erica, Balin, Simon, and Michael. Let's see if we can get a couple more on the run. 49 lives, 1,084 clears. There we go, Sierra. $30 people been here, 4 people liked it, 4-second world record. Come on, bro. What you have to do here is come up at an angle. I need Mario to jump. I can't hit this from underneath, but I can get there like this. Let's see if I can show you. I think that's probably the whole level. Oh, an even easier way might be to do the wall jump. Hold on. Since we have this here. Yeah, that's the way to avoid it. Oh, we're not even done? That one I can't do it. Okay, we'll do this outside the run. Another interesting one, but not expert. Another misplaced level. High clear rate. How many clears? 4 clears. There you go. And what do you know? They all have medals. Look at this one. It only has 1, but 4, 7 medals. Wildly misplaced. So we can get away with an easy... We have a good strat for this first one. Oh. Still got me. This is definitely super expert. We got that one. But I can't get away with that on this one. I gotta do... Oh. What's the trick? It's the angle. The thing I did wrong here is Mario went like this. Dink, and I hit that corner. I have to jump early enough so I'm like this. And so that I don't actually activate the block. Has to be at a very, very specific, difficult angle. So that I make it to the pipe, but I don't actually activate the hidden block. So that's why here, we got kind of a workaround with this wall jump. There we go. You just have to do it quickly enough.
Oh no!
Ground pound cancel up to the pipe. I'll try that, Steven. I'm pretty sure that worked in Mario Maker 1. Actually, no, I've had to do it before in this game, so maybe let's try that. No. Oh, that was the right angle. See, we didn't activate it, but I needed more height. That means I did it too late. I can't do it right away, and I also can't do it too late. There we go. That's the sweet spot. That was close. That was close. We got the first one down. That's really close. Oh, I thought that was it. That was too late. See, I can't seem to get the ground pound cancel to work. But I know what you're talking about. I've seen it, and I feel like I had to do it in a speed run once, but I don't think I've ever been able to do it consistently. That's jumping too late. See what I mean? 100% super expert. Totally misplaced. This is a very precise jump. Still too late. Let's practice on this one. See? Let's use this as practice. Yeah, I can't get enough height to make that work. I have to use that. But I obviously can't do that here. Oh, that should have been it. That should have been it. That was not it. Man.
Oh no!
Now that one's only 4 blocks high. This one is 5 blocks high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one does have... Let me see. Let's see if 5 blocks high, can I do it the other way? Yeah, see, that's how you get in that. I think it's that, except even more precise. That's how it looks without the ground pound. Oh. There we go. See? That's the sweet spot. It does not feel like that's going to happen for me. See, there's the ground pound cancel.
Oh no!
I'm starting to wonder if there is, if you need to do that ground pound cancel trick, but I'm missing something. This one I might skip for sure. I just might. Not sure how to... Oh my goodness! Did that not look like it was it?
Oh no!
Triple jump wouldn't help me, no. But you know what might? What about this? No, that doesn't work. I thought maybe if I held up, the position would make it work, but it doesn't. Maybe I have to do a duck jump. Maybe that's the answer, since it's... See, that's 5 blocks high. This one's 4 blocks high. So if I make Mario's hitbox smaller, that might be the answer. Ooh. Ooh, I know that wasn't clearly not it, but that felt pretty close. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm positive. I'm positive that this is going to... I just have to keep moving it back a pixel at a time. Oh, my goodness. Yes, see? That was it. We are right on the money here. That was what we needed. We need to make Mario's hitbox smaller to make this angle work. That was so close. I think this is the answer. Bro. Maybe duck jump into the ground pound cancel?
Oh no!
Yeah, that was it. We got it, chat. It was all the elements combined. The right angle with the duck jump with the ground pound cancel. There we go, chat. That was good team effort. Inexpert, mind you. Inexpert, clearly not expert. But we're on that very exclusive clear list. We've all got medals. Wow, I even have a medal on this account. I'm actually surprised. Because I don't play this one much. How crazy does that expert get you? Thanks, Michael, Sierra, Dennis, Pitts, and Fernando. Yeah, you like them apples, Jason. Thank you, Alyssa and Jorge. Thanks for all the help, chat. Thanks, Erica Gobble. All right, let's see if we can sneak a few more in. What's up, the Boz? 48 lives, 1,084 clears. There we go, Mike. Do what you like. Bonsai Parade. Makes me think of Rage Against the Machine. Bulls on Parade. 45 people been here, 3 people liked it, 2-minute world record. I love Rage Against the Machine. Alright. You can keep the points, buddy. Oh, so much for that. Okay, never mind. Okay, we've got a checkpoint somehow. It's a roller coaster. Wow, Mario can't make up his mind here. Good thing I stopped. Oh! All right, we made it. How do you get medals in this game? There's a couple different criteria. If you Google it, it'll give you a better answer than I can off the cuff. But like one of them is for one of them's for likes as a level creator. Can I not make this as the cat? I guess not. I can as Mario though. Maybe a long jump is the move here? Yeah. Got a key. Here's the key door. I'm glad it's not the one with wings. Like, I have it for endless expert clears. Number of endless expert clears. I'll give you a full answer after this level. That's what I'll say. Oh my gosh. That was close. That was a fight. People, I was getting my mail today, and there was a bee in my mailbox making a nest. Just one. I was like, bro, get out of there. Get out. That is not the right place to do that, buddy. Make your jump, buddy. There you go. Okay. I can't farm 1-ups with just 2. Would have needed 3. How'd you get it out? I waited. So first I waited, and then when I took my walk, by the time I got back, it was gone. And so then I knocked the, I knocked that nest right out of existence and got the mail. Yeah, this was okay. Yeah, good thing it was just 1B, exactly. Exactamundo. And hold everything. We got a last-minute donation, $9 coming in. Bringing it to 510. Amazing. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Okay, now to answer the question of how do you get medals. Was it bee or wasp? I have no idea. I'm not much of a beekeeper. Okay, you can get it for all-time maker points. Maker points you get for creating levels and getting likes and stuff. They have all-time and weekly. Number of clears, like overall number of clears. Like on this account, I have... This is world records, and this is first clears. Your clear total is... here. Oh, I could have gotten there from here. On this account, I only have 1,700 level clears. But on my other one, it's in the tens of thousands. I have 5 accounts altogether. And then there's number of first clears, number of world records, endless super expert. So I have one for my endless expert record on this account. Maybe getting over 1,000 gives it to you. What color was the bee? I don't really know. I just saw what appeared to be a bee moving on a bee's nest, and that was as far as I was going to examine the situation. Endless normal, endless easy, and multiplayer versus. That's how, there's 10 available medals, and that's the criteria. Let's see if we can get one more in. 49 lives, 1,085 clears. Saving the bee. Yeah, I didn't have to touch the bee. I hope they figure out to make a nest somewhere else. Good news today, cutting the health insurance in the mail. Okay, there you go, Super Trucker J. Erica G like that one. Knocked that nest out of existence. I'm definitely not much of a beekeeper. Check out the POW block level for other account clears. I don't know what you're asking me, Frank. You got 2 medals for endless normal. Nice job. Yoshi stole my level. This is an unassisted double shell jump. This is actually pretty tough. I'll give it 2 tries in the run. I'll give it down to 45. You're the count? You said you think you did it already? I still don't know what you're talking about, Frank. Sorry, buddy. And the stream is about to end. Oh, that was almost it. Okay, we'll do this outside the run. You're allergic to bees. Last time you stung, you got scared. Happened to be flying ant, not a bee. Wow, I didn't know that was an option. Must be new and improved. They're evolving. Just a regular shell auto, I'll explain. I don't understand. But look at this. Is that all 10? No. That's 6 medals. No, what was this one? Look at 2 golds, 3 silvers, 2 bronze. That's nuts. Look at this one. 5 gold. Wait, this is almost every medal. All they're missing is multiplayer. Oh my goodness. They have gold and clears, first clears, and world records. How many clears do they have? Oh my goodness. 342,000. Wow. Okay, so this is probably going to be tough, but we can do it. Live in an apartment complex. Once you found a roach in the mailbox, oh my gosh, that would definitely be a freaky one. All right, here we go. Oh gosh. What's unassisted shell jump mean? It means usually this setup involves something to jump off of below. Part of what makes it awkward is... Oops. Is the... Oh. I don't know how to explain it. What's up, Roy? Let's get this level done, and I gotta go to bed. There you go. There's an unassisted double shell jump. I can't explain it, but there it is. And hold everything! It was real! Chat! I wasn't gonna say anything. I wasn't even gonna bring it up. But oh my goodness. Remember that anonymous message? Offering to double the donations? There it is. We just reached the grand finale. And Anonymous just came through with they more than doubled it. They gave a $550 donation, bringing the total up to $1,060 raised today. Oh my goodness, Anonymous, I'm so glad you were legit. Especially when Joy donated that hundo after. I was conflicted because I was like, oh man, I wonder if I had to imagine part of the motivation in donating that extra 100 was in the hopes that it was going to get doubled. Which is exactly why I was trying to clarify. I can't verify that this is a real offer. But and did it anonymously too. You have to applaud that. Okay, so we're gonna do one more bonus reading, because that's unbelievable. We're gonna do one more bonus reading of what this whole song and dance is about here, raising money for St. Jude. I am beside myself. Anonymous with the message doubled. Thank you for everything you do. Doubled. Thank you for everything you do, bro. Are you kidding? Or broette or whatever you are. Thank you so much. Anonymous, whatever you are as a human, I am so grateful for you and your generosity. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So huge shout out to you, Anonymous. We're gonna read about my friend Juritza. Check out Juritza. When Juritza was referred to St. Jude for treatment following her hepatoblastoma diagnosis, her family found hope amid overwhelming challenges. Oh, there she is with her mom. That's a big smile. It's a big old smile on Juritza. In 2024, this is a recent one. In 2024, Juritza began experiencing health issues. Doctors in their home country, the Dominican Republic, discovered a mass arising from her liver, as well as several tumors in her lungs. A biopsy confirmed that it was stage 4 hepatoblastoma, a rare pediatric liver cancer. Oh my gosh, it hurts to read that. She started chemotherapy near her home, but her tumor was pressing against major blood vessels, meaning surgery at that time was not possible. Oh my gosh. Her oncologist referred her to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, where Juritza received further treatment, including a targeted type of radiotherapy called Y90, additional chemotherapy, and surgery to remove the tumor. At St. Jude, Uremi found hope that she desperately needed. From the moment we arrived, her doctors at St. Jude were fully committed. Uremi is her mom. Okay, there we go. Juritza knows exactly how to win her mom's heart. With every smile, see, I noticed that smile, and every word she says, Uremi describes her as outgoing, genuine, and incredibly friendly. Every day she tells me, Mommy, I love you. Oh, it's so sweet. Where is Juritza now? She has now completed treatment and returned home to reunite with her younger brother. There are no words, just deep gratitude to St. Jude for giving me peace, comfort, and making me feel at home. With its people, with its doctors, St. Jude is everything. And there they are, chat. The mother and daughter duo making it happen together with St. Jude. That's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. And there it is, a Joy saying, you are amazing, Anonymous, in a stream that we know is a good thing. There we go. Joy, well, thank you so much for getting the getting that total up even higher. So let's give a special shout out to all the donators. The anonymous doubler. I dub you the anonymous doubler. Of course, Joy. Wendy. We had a couple other anonymous donators, possibly the same anonymous. There's no way to know because they're anonymous. We had the number one fan. Big shout out to you, number one fan. We got Super Trucker J, the one and only. Check out his stream. Balin. DT Spies, an incredible level creator. Sally, Courier, Malcolm, Susie, Tony, Luke, and Twisted T. Unbelievable. I applaud you all. Of all the days to have so many of you come through for a donation, clearly this was the right one. With the doubler, the anonymous doubler. I dubbed thee the doubler. Wow. Wow. I am really beside myself on this one, chat. This is unreal. Thank you, everyone who donated, Sierra said. Super Pets community is the best, helping these kiddos. Exactly. And get you saying that stories destroy me. St. Jude is incredible. It is, people. St. Jude, and it's one of the highest rated charities for the money going where it's supposed to go. Sometimes you hear some unfortunate stories of other popular charities where you have some unfortunate allocation of funds. The CEO is getting paid way more than you'd imagine they would, that kind of stuff. But St. Jude has been around forever, and part of how they've had so many different fundraising opportunities is because they've got this sterling reputation as not only doing great work, but also putting the money where it's supposed to go. So, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to everyone that donated, and even just being a part of the chat, liking, sharing. This stream in particular is a way that brings more people in to donate. And like I said, this was a record-breaking number of donations in a single stream. So thank you again, chat. This really means a lot to me. I genuinely appreciate you and your willingness to give to a cause. And I know many of us financially strapped right now for lots of valid reasons. So to see you all show up like this for a cause like this really is touching. It really warms my heart in a very, very real way that's hard to express. I'm literally tearing up just trying to talk about it because it's like, so it can be such a divisive world out there, people. So it means so much to me that we've got all these different people, all different parts of the world, parts of the country, all over the place, all different beliefs, all different types of everything. And here we are coming around a little Mario game and doing something amazing like this. So I really, wow, it's just very, it's a lot in the best way. So ultimately, I'm just trying to say thank you, chat. Thank you for coming together like this for such a great cause. And huge shout out to the doubler. The doubler. Wow. All right, chat. It was bedtime for me just about. I got to edit a couple videos, and then I'll be in bed in the next 45 minutes. So thank you so much, chat. This was a nice pick-me-up for many reasons. And I got to give a big shout-out to part of what I'll share this as well. And I want to be careful about the details I give because I had gotten a request to, well, how can I share this? When I was starting, I had talked about doing St. Jude streams way back in 2020. And there was a viewer at the time named Brian, whose kid's name was Kyler, and ended up going through the St. Jude program and was having had a great initial experience with St. Jude. And that was part of what inspired me to say, okay, let's just, because I had talked about, will we do a monthly charity stream? What charity will it be for? All this. And that, I want to say it was the end of 2020 when it started being, okay, you know what, let's figure it out. But I was so afraid as a streamer, having never done a charity stream, I didn't want to mess it up. I definitely can have that tendency to be very hesitant to try something new, especially where it felt like it was important. But then, so Kyla was in the program, and I want to say they finished the first round. And then then they were back in, and I want to say that was the second St. Jude stream. I have all the streams, so I should go back and find and go through the records, so to speak. But the ultimate point of the story is that at one point Kyla was at St. Jude while I was doing a St. Jude stream, and they had the stream on at the St. Jude hospital. And so Brian was relaying messages and stuff, and that was a moment where it was like, okay, even though it was uncomfortable getting this thing started, this is really the right thing to do. This is a beautiful thing. And then Kyler ended up passing away, and that stream was such a heavy one. There were a lot of us crying because at that point, Kyler and Brian had been a part of the stream. And so at that point, Brian went out of his way to communicate, even though it was such a difficult, sad ending. He couldn't say enough positive things about St. Jude, as in spite of such a difficult ending, they did everything possible, and they felt fully supported. And so I had reached out asking about different ways that I could directly attach Kyla and the whole story to the stream. And at the family's request, they didn't want it to be super public. And I think I can imagine it's a painful thing to be reminded of. In any case, what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to give you the details without giving all the details type thing. And ultimately, it was very important to Brian that the St. Jude streams continue, and I had said from that point on that all the streams are ultimately dedicated to Kyla. So, I feel like, especially after a stream like this, I feel compelled to share that. And big shout out to Brian and his family. And to St. Jude for all the amazing work they do, the happy endings, the sad endings, and they do everything they can. So, thank you, chat, for doing everything you can, donating. And we'll be back next month, second Wednesday of next month, second Wednesday of every month. We'll be here raising money. So, thank you so much for being here, chat. Big shout out to our sponsor, AC Tax Group. Our first ever sponsor came through this month. They've been a huge donation source over the years. Hold on, chat. So thank you so much, AC Tax Group. AC Tax Group. Thank you so much to the chat. And if you are someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, you are not alone in that struggle, my friend. That's something I struggle with. And there are a lot of us struggling, so if you're one of them, make sure you got someone in your life you can talk to about it, a friend, family member, loved one, or therapist, and try to get some movement in your life. Take a walk outside, get your headphones in, your favorite music playing. It can make a big difference in your day, your physical health, and your mental health. So I encourage you with that. Hold on to hope. Believe better days are coming, because you never know. Tomorrow could be the best day of your life, but you got to get there to find out. So hang in there. I'm rooting for you if you're struggling right now. Know that being in the struggle means you're still in the fight, and I'm proud of you for making it this far. Don't give up. I know life can get very overwhelming and hit you with some wild lefts and rights, ups and downs, twists and turns, traumas and tragedies, and have you feeling like, oh my gosh, everything's completely ruined. Nothing's ever going to be the same without this person, place, or thing in my life anymore. What's the point when everything's getting worse, not better? And that's a valid way to feel, but it's going to lead you to some wildly inaccurate conclusions. Because the truth is, there's some amazing stuff coming your way in your life. I can't tell you exactly what that is or exactly when it's coming, but I can promise you it's coming. And when you're really depressed and really anxious, it can very convincingly feel like it's never coming. Or that even if something great did happen, it wouldn't make any difference because things are too far gone. But that's a straight up lie. And it feels very real when you're in that spot. And that's why it's so critically important to recognize, you know what? I think I'm depressed right now. I'm seeing the whole world through the filter of this depression, and I can't trust my thoughts and conclusions. This is a time I got to reach out to somebody that cares about me and say, hey, let's connect. I'm struggling over here. Let's grab a coffee. Let's do a FaceTime. Let's grab a meal. Any way you can connect with someone that cares about you when you can recognize you're depressed is such a step in the right direction. Even if it doesn't solve any of your problems, it's not going to magically fix things in that way, but it does get you away from the magnet that can be isolation, the negative self-talk, the negative worst-case scenarios. You're in your own head, so isolating is the worst possible thing to do, and it's the thing that you gravitate towards the most when you're depressed. So that's where there's so much power in breaking out of that, forcing yourself to reach out to someone, and you can keep it as simple as just say, I'm struggling. You don't have to go into great detail, but just to be willing to reach out, let someone know you're struggling, and I'm telling you, they're going to be honored and thrilled that you were willing to reach out to them and that they're not having to read a tragic story and wishing they could have done something, because that's a common place for people to end up when they're depressed. And the same way that the people you care about, if someone you cared about came up to you and said, hey, I'm struggling, let's connect, are you going to be like, oh, can't believe this dude, what a loser? No, you're going to be like, bro, thank you so much for trusting me with this. Let's connect. I care about you. So, if any of that resonates with you, know that I'm rooting for you big time. If you need a little family-friendly escape, I got you covered with thousands of hours of gaming content scattered across the internet. So make sure you're following Super Pat World, all one word on every platform you can find me. And I will catch up with you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. And we'll be back to the 10K run as scheduled. And what a stream, chat. You really blew me away with this one. Huge shout out to the doubler and all the donators. Definitely touched my heart tonight. Appreciate you. Until then, have an amazing... And well, hold on. A grand finale from Dennis. I watched the whole stream, and I have to give what I can. Dennis, every dollar counts, my friend. Let me get you in the total here. For a total of $1,070. Thank you, Dennis. And thank you, chat. I'll catch up with you tomorrow around 6 p.m. Thank you for everything. Huge shout out to the donators. Have a great rest of your Wednesday night. Bye, everybody.